Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWDadmin, but you already know that. So the next thing to come up is a maneuver node for the Eve return vehicle. That's 115 days away. So let's go ahead and switch to the Eve return vehicle and do that node. If I remember correctly, that should be the node that makes this encounter Eve in a way that actually makes sense for the rendezvous. And go. Why the hell do I still have an orbit for Moon 2.0? I stopped tracking that, right? At least I thought I did. Excuse me? That does come very fucking close. Oh, apparently. Okay, so... Okay, that's weird. Anyway. We're gonna trust the game here to not be stupid. That might be a bad idea, but hey, whatever. Okay. We want a minute burn, roughly. So... we've got 30 seconds left until the burn, so let's make sure we burn right on spot. Stay right there, nowhere else. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Z. And focus Eve wherever Eve is. Eve, there. Focus view. Because we want to end up with kind of roughly this. We just don't have enough Delta V in the tank though, so we kinda will have to stage pretty soon. Okay, there is our periapsis and stage. And that's roughly where we want to be. Okay, now here we're gonna go into an orbit, but that's gonna happen apparently. Wait, when is that? Still before the Gilly hovercraft return ship has its maneuver node. Okay. Snap that to the periapsis. Where the hell do you think the periapsis is? Excuse me? Okay. Not periapsis of the predicted orbit. Okay. We're gonna have to burn. Oops, that is completely the wrong direction and I'm a moron for doing that. How much you can solve with just a little bit of a change. Okay. I hate that this is click-through. So what I want is like the maximum highest orbit, kinda, that we can get. So turning this orbit will be very cheap. So that's 300 meters per second. We're gonna do that right there. Then turn the orbit somewhere along the lines of there. Wait. Along the lines of there, maybe? This does not have a very nice encounter at all with this. Okay, what we can do is we can turn here to at the apoapsis. I'm just gonna go ahead and just look where the ascending descending is when it's done. However, we want to set this as a target. Yeah, ascending descending is roughly at the... Okay, that's like halfway out. That's still okay to do, I guess. That's totally okay. Yeah. Let's just do that maneuver when we're there. Until then, though, a few hundred days went past, so we might as well try to see whether there's some science in here to bring back. Like, you. We've got 237 signs to send home, so transmit signs. And we've got roughly probably like 100 days until we finally rendezvous with this, so we're still gonna let this do its 1 science a day thing. And then get all the people into the other pod. With all the science experiments from around here. So we can collect all of that. And then that should be fine. Then 237 science gained. Nice. Which means we currently have 439. That's okay. So Eve return vehicle, next thing to happen. So jump to that ship and have a sphere of influence change coming up. Should be able to see Eve by now. Should be somewhere in that direction. Close lamina pause, that direction. If you see a small purple dot somewhere, that's Eve. There. Right there. And we're inside the sphere of influence. Okay. So, 20 seconds before the burn is still enough, so let's get in. Hi. How you doing? Okay. Close the lamina pause. We've got 30 seconds left until the burn. Let's go double or 5 times time warp here. And get the last 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Z. By the way, for once the game is actually running in 60 FPS for me, which is kind of weird, to be honest. Oh, there we go, 30 FPS. But hey, that's totally playable frame rate. I mean, okay, right now we literally don't have any parts, so it's not that surprising. Or not as surprising as it could be. Just hold retrograde. Okay, get rid of that. Nice. Which means we can add a... That's a descending node. So snap that to the descending node. For once it works. That's nice. And ascend, I guess, by 100. And slow down. And roughly get... Okay, we've got an intercepting orbit. That's a little bit much. We've got one tangential orbit. That's okay. That would leave us with a 1.4, 1.1, 0.7. That's totally fine. Okay, 0.7, and then we burn here to slow down to a reasonable orbit. Yeah, that also means we're gonna have a lot of radial burning, but yeah. If we slow down here to get a reasonable, like, time around Eve, that means we're gonna have an intercept at some point, and then we get a rendezvous there, and just burn the burn down to 0 target velocity, and that should be fine. Up here, this ship is gonna be so freaking slow. I mean, literally, right up here, while ascending currently, this has a velocity of 400 meters per second, which is like nothing. When we're here, we're gonna, of course, have a little bit more. Like, we currently have 2,000, but getting that down to a reasonable amount and then just doing the rendezvous like that is probably not that hard. If we run out of fuel at some point, as I said, for this mission I don't care, and I'm just gonna use infinite fuel, but until then we've got some more fuel to go through, so like exactly 2,700 meters per second. That's gonna be a little bit hard to actually get through with, but yeah. Next thing to happen, the Eve return vehicle in 1 day has that exact maneuver node. So let's point at that thing. Oops. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't fight me, SAS. Okay. This is... Wow, a 17-second burn. That's like nothing. Close the alignment on pause and fast forward until we're closer to the maneuver node. And 10, 11, 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mark. Dude, nice. So, we've got currently an inclination of 2. Which means I actually want to burn a little bit more in this direction. 1 point, 0.5, 0.4, 3, 2, 1, 0.0. Nan, not a number. That's nice. When your ascending descending node inclination is literally not a number, that's nice. Okay. So we're pretty tangential here right now, so I'm just gonna wait a few orbits until they're like a little bit closer together or something. Like, how long is an orbit right now? 6 days till here, 14 days to here, so a 12-day, roughly, orbit. Like, how long's it till here? 13, yeah. So 12 to 13 days per orbit, that's not too bad. I'd say we can leave this here for a while and have nothing interfere with it. Like, this is completely under Gilly's orbit and cannot get flung out, so we're fine doing the other ship first, which is actually coming up in pretty soon. So 3 days of time warp. Another ship where I can actually have playable frame rates. Okay. So we've got this coming up, Kerbal encounter, and a nice re-entry. So get to the ship's next maneuver and get this here. Yeah, we actually have so much delta V left in this that we can get a nice orbit and a safe re-entry. So, oops, what the hell? Okay, that wasn't a part of the deal. We just entered the fucking thing before. Well, kill that and actually just burn retrograde. Yeah. I hate when this happens. That wasn't supposed to happen. The frickin' thing here should have been in 3 days, not now. Yeah, but that's what happens if you jump to full-time warp. It's just stupid. And orbit. Okay, that's a safe distance. And that means we can burn backwards here and re-enter with just 1,000, we've got 1,700 easy. So add a maneuver, snap it to the parry, and before that actually happens, we've got the Grand Duke crew hub entering another sphere of influence. That's Eve. Okay. That's just a day apart. Let's just jump to it. Don't nan me. There we go. I always fear that the not a number thing happens again. Okay, so we've got a sphere of influence change coming up to Eve. Focus view on Eve. Why the hell are we coming in crazy? I guess just get into the largest orbit ever and get the stupid contracts done. Like, we've got Eve suborbital flyby and orbit, so no matter what, we need to burn ourselves to a suborbital trajectory on Eve. Why the hell does this have a stupid encounter then? You know, thinking about it, we can actually do the suborbital thing coming from Gilly. So, just get the Gilly encounter and we're fine. And for that, if I just burn north, I should get at least something alongside the orbit of Gilly. Yeah, that's better. And then go to Gilly and go to the other thing from there. I already actually transferred the people who are going to land on Gilly to the lander ship. So first of all, do this burn right now. God, this thing does not turn. Game. We've got electric charge. Turn. And just to be sure, we're controlling from here. Yep. So yeah, this thing here does have Adlu, Tadbin, and Orsted. That's two of the tourists and our engineer. And all that really does is give our engineer a little bit of experience and a chance to get stuff from Gilly, I guess, if he wants to. And of course, that does the land on Gilly and suborbital flight on Gilly for those two tourists. Dude, you turn like... Okay. Get a bit closer to Gilly's orbit here. Screw the maneuver node. We know where we're burning. And that would be that. Now next thing is get into an orbit. Like that. And then get a Gilly encounter. Shouldn't be too hard. That is the next thing to happen. At least the encounter is, so let's time warp and actually get back to our ship. And while we're waiting for the sphere of influence to change upon getting out of time warp, we're actually gonna turn towards the maneuver node already. Close the 11 and pause and get over there. Holy crap. Hi. Okay, so we've got approximately a day or two for the Gilly hovercraft to act, or the return ship from the hovercraft to actually enter Kerbin's atmosphere and land safely. That should not be too much of a problem. Turn. Come on. Holy crap. This thing takes forever to turn. Okay. That's good enough. Jump to the hovercraft return. Actually get that into an orbit, and I guess the re-entry is gonna be in... what the hell? I guess, at least tell me which way is gonna be retrograde. Not that I actually need a maneuver node to burn this, but... you know what, let's just land this thing. Kerbin? There you are. So, Tady, after hanging out on the moon like forever in your moon base, and after going to Gilly, you finally get to stay home forever now. And Z. Screw that maneuver node. And wait for a re-entry orbit. I gotta know, I'm gonna go ahead and say a periapsis of 20 should be fine. Please hold yourself retrograde, thank you. We shouldn't be too far from Kerbal Space Center when we come back. Like, we should come down somewhere around here. And Kerbin spins a little bit, like... Yeah, so we should land in this ocean. Approximately. Just gonna look at my periapsis height on the display of Kerbal Engineer. You can look at the ship for now. Okay, 50, 35, 30. 30 should be fine, really. And I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and say go till like we're over here, and then we should be fine ditching stuff. Like, I still don't feel like great trying to hello. Do not tuck debris. Cool. I don't feel great ditching stuff into the atmosphere that has like atomic engines, but screw it. So boom. F5 cost stupidity. And boom. Good. Hold yourself retrograde. That's not retrograde. Keep that up. Yeah, so this is the Kerbal Space Center content. KC is probably somewhere over there. Over here. I think that's the thing. Yeah, like there. In that general vicinity. That's Kerbal Space Center, right there. And as I said, we're gonna land in the ocean right in front of it. Like, not right in front of it, but generally in front of it. You should be fine. How are you doing? Good, apparently. So, this should be fine without SAS. Yeah. Everything's fine. The blader is ablating a little bit. Where is our debris? Like we ditched that upwards or something. Oh, right back there. Hi. Don't fall on me. That doesn't look good. Yeah, by the way, if that is like a nuclear engine and has like a reactor in it, that's gonna cause a nuclear detonation in the upper atmosphere, which would cause a EMP in the general area here. Just saying. You didn't see nothing, Teddy. Right? Right. I mean, what the hell is still floating back there? Also, the ablator is not ablating much. I gotta say. For how long we've been burning. As long as everything works, that's fine. Wow. Apparently we're so cold that the blader doesn't even need to ablate. So much about needing re-entry heat shields on Kerbal. Like, we could have come in with interplanetary velocities and still be fine. We're still supersonic. Thanks for the supersonic effects on that. For once, that actually looks good. Kinda. Okay, risky. As soon as this goes to safe, I'm fine. And I'm gonna actually deploy him. Safe. Good. Gilly mission successful. There's no way this is not gonna land. Time accelerate a little bit. We're over the ocean, so they're gonna open at exactly 1,000. And we've got 4.1 meters per second, easy. Da, 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 da. Well, seems this episode ended up being 40 minutes long. But anyway, at least we got some stuff done for once. So I'd say that's that. We're gonna recover Teddy Kerman and her science loot. Recover the vessel. That's 1,488 science. Holy fucking fuck. Well, Teddy Kerman, you deserve the badges you get for reaching level 4. And I guess next time we're gonna give out a little bit of science to get stuff done here. For now, I'd say, yeah, that's that. And I will see you in the next episode. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And until next time, I'm WW Deadman. Bye.